Hello everyone, this is Master Jason. Just want to wish all of you a happy new year. Entering into the year 2023, wishing all of you a year of prosperity, happiness, peace and good health. I believe good health is basically the most important things among the wishes that we have for the new year. But ultimately, I will say wealth is another factor in life that all of us wish to achieve, because to be honest, all of us need financial resources to live. Alright, we cannot do without money. To be honest and direct, having money will be able to make the lives of our loved ones, right? Especially in a country that focuses a lot of attention towards economic progress and achievement, like Singapore, right? Having enough financial resources to live a reasonable or good standard of living is basically everyone's wishes and dreams. Okay, I believe the video is okay. Is it very laggy, Miss Maka? Thank you very much for watching and Happy New Year also, Miss Maka. How is the connection? Is it okay? If it is okay, I will continue on with my sharing today. How is the connection speed? Is it good enough? Okay, if it is good enough, I will first talk about how to combine Zi Wei Dou Shu and Feng Shui together to carry out analysis for your own birth chart. Okay, why is it that Zi Wei Dou Shu is able to provide us with Feng Shui analysis？ 为什么紫微斗数跟风水可以一起来用，来给我们一个风水上面的一个怎么说一个好的一个帮助呢？ How can we actually use 紫微斗数 to improve 风水 within our lives? OK， 我先要介绍一下一个紫微斗数的命盘是一个什么样的一个构造 ，right? Let me first introduce to you how a 紫微斗数 chart is formed. Okay, 紫微斗数 chart is having all these heavenly stems and earthly branches at each domain. Okay, as you can see at each domain. All right, at each domain is very much like 八字. They will have, right? For example, this domain is having 丙申, this domain is having 丁酉, this domain is having 午戌, etc. And all these domains with earthly branches are actually an indication of direction in life, in our surrounding environment. Why I say so? Because as I have mentioned earlier on, the four directions that we all of us, right, living on earth, all right, will definitely know is the north, the south, the west, the east. Okay, these are the four directions mainly. And all of this can actually be represented by the several earthly branches. For example, 子, the earthly branch of 子 is basically referring to the north, whereas the earthly branch of 武, the Wu fire, is basically referring to the south, and the earthly branch of Mao is basically referring to the west, or to the east. Okay, let me repeat. The earthly branch of Mao is basically referring to the east, and the earthly branch of You is basically referring to the west. And once again, we can actually identify all these directions within our 紫微斗数 chart. Okay, for example, in this case, the south destiny domain is at Wu, which is here. Okay, Wu, which is the south. And the travel domain is at the north. Okay, and his property domain is at the west. Okay, his property domain is at the west because his 酉金 is at the 他的田宅宫, and his children's domain is at the 卯宫. And as we can understand, the flying stars will always be flying into specific domain within our life. And when we are interested in finding out the the energy that will boost wealth. The energy that will boost wealth is basically, we are looking at Hua Lu within our Zi Wei Dou Shu chart. Okay, so let me stop for a while to reply to all the comments. First, Raymond, Mr. Raymond, thank you very much for watching and Happy New Year. Also, Aries, thank you very much for watching and Happy New Year likewise. And do feel free to like and share my video. And because today's video is basically to share with you the secret knowledge on how to use Zi Wei Dou Shu to boost wealth, especially for the year 2023. Even if you don't have a basic background knowledge in terms of Zi Wei Dou Shu reading, okay, maybe you know nothing about Zi Wei Dou Shu and Dabazi, but you can still use today's knowledge, today's teaching, to increase your ability or your luck to increase wealth for the year 2023. All right, before I touch on that, before I touch on the year 2023, perhaps let me first introduce to you the concept of Hua Lu. Hua Lu is basically a star that is representing an increase in wealth or prosperity in one's life. They are it is among the four catalyst stars, which are Hua Quan, Hua Lu, Hua Ke, and Hua Ji. When Hua Lu is found within one's birth chart, usually it will bring about very good luck in terms of the achievements of wealth or financial resources. That person will be able to save up a lot of money or will be able to experience windfall in his life. Okay, and in terms of its energy, it actually represents the season of the autumn. Okay, it actually represents the season of the autumn, and therefore its nature is basically right of metal elemental energy. Okay, is actually of metal energy. It is a period of time whereby ancient people will harvest their crops, right? They during the agricultural society whereby people they will grow their plants and fruits, for example. All right, during the autumn season, that's the period where the harvest will take place, and that is also the energy that is represented by Hua Lu. Right, thus Hua Lu is basically of the metal elemental energy, and it actually refers to harvest. OK， 就是呢花露的星呢，在斗数传说那个传述里面呢，是用一个居在西方的一个酉宫来代表的，相意为秋天哈，它正是呢万物结果成熟而收获的时候。好，所以呢，化禄呢是代表金钱，它是一个施财禄，为福德之神，本意为钱财，为贵人，为福后，也代表了禄传财中，会就是呢，也是代表呢你会得到钱呐，就是那么简单啊。如果我不用那个古代的那种文言文来说哈，所以呢，我们知道自己的一个化禄星呢，在你的命宫的哪一个宫位呢？是非常重要的，因为我刚才就是说过了，一个命宫里面有不同的地支嘛，不同的地支其实是代表不同的方向啊。那化禄呢，在人跟身宫呢是入庙，入庙就等于呢when OK 就是等于它最光亮的时候，能力最大的时候 ，right? When we look at Zi Wei Dou Shu chart.The Hua Lu star, when it is found with the Ren or Sun domain, alright, it is the positions whereby Hua Lu will be having the brightest energy. Okay, so all these things, right, may sounds a little bit, kind of not easy to understand for people who don't understand what is Hua Lu. Alright, so basically, what you really have to remember today, right, is just to remember Hua Lu.is a star in Zi Wei Dou Shu that represents income, loss of income and loss of money. Okay, it also represents financial opportunities, represents the ability to achieve great wealth. Okay, that's all you have to remember today. Okay, in case you really know zero knowledge about Zi Wei Dou Shu. Okay, and the second thing you need to know today is that Hua Lu will only be paired with certain Zi Wei Dou Shu stars. They are namely, all right. Okay, before I tell you the stars, I have to tell you another concept. Is that Hua Lu will follow the heavenly stamps of either the year you were born in or the self-destiny domain. The heavenly stamp that is found within your self-destiny domain. 再简单用华语说一次呢，就是呢，化禄这颗星呢，会随着两样东西走。一个就是你生年的那个化禄，就是呢，你生哪一年你生打个比喻，你是在这一年2022年生的哦，那天梁星就是会在就是会在你命盘里面化禄了啊，所以你可以打开自己的命盘看一下你的天梁星，一定会化禄，然后你看一下天梁星是在哪一个宫位。哪一个宫位里面那个地支的方向就是你的化禄的星了哈。好了，我不懂我这样说呢，没有学过紫微斗数的人能不能够明白？可是呢，紫微斗数是有很多的一个层次的一个理解。所以呢，我尽量解释给你们听，让你们自己也可以用到这个紫微斗数风水来帮助你们自己能够赚到比较好的钱财或者呢得到一些比较好的钱财上的一些机会哈。那先说了，如果你生年是甲天干的话，又或者你的命宫里面的天干是甲木这个元素的话呢，那廉贞星在你的命盘里面就一定会化禄所以呢，我再重复再说一次 ，If you are of a 甲 heavenly stamp that is, or what I would like to emphasize is that basing on your year of birth, we have to analyze the birth year heavenly stamps. If it is a 甲 wood, then you will have 廉贞 pairing with 化禄 within your birth chart. And then subsequently, you can find out the direction that is related to this 廉贞化禄 and find out your wealth enhancing direction, because that is where the wealth enhancing catalyst start is falling right into, okay? And in what methods to enhance the direction or the energy of the Hua Lu is something that I will introduce to you later on, all right? After explaining to you correctly all the concepts within the Hua Lu related to the Hua Lu star, all right? Okay, so the following stars will refer to your year of birth, looking at your heavenly stamps of the year of birth, and at the self-destiny domain or the life chamber heavenly stamps as a determination, as a point of reference to check where is your Hua Lu star. Thank you very much, Mr. Puma, for watching, and Happy New Year to everyone also, okay? So today's lesson, all right, may be a little bit complicated, but if you don't understand, you can always ask me questions at the end of this video, all right? So I can explain further as to how to find out your wealth star. Okay, all of us will have a different wealth star falling into a different direction. Okay? Okay, so let me reply some message first. Because some people are asking about the yearly report. There are two versions. One is the psychic reading, one is the astrological reading. So I just want to explain to my clients what is the difference. Okay, so let me move on, okay? How to identify your wealth star using Zi Wei Dou Shu, okay? And to apply it together with Feng Shui, okay? So let me quickly run through, okay? For a Yi Tian Gan, Yi Wood Tian Gan, Yi Wood heavenly stamps, Tian Ji will be paired with Hua Lu. For a Bing heavenly stamps, Tian Tong will be paired with Hua Lu. For a Ding heavenly stamps, Tai Ying will be paired with Hua Lu. For a Wu heavenly stamps, Ta Nan will be paired with Hua Lu. Whereas for a Zi of destiny heavenly stamp, Wu Qu will be paired with Hua Lu. For a Gen heavenly stamps, Tai Yang will be paired with Hua Lu. For a Xing heavenly stamp, Ju Men will be paired with Hua Lu. For a Ren Water destiny for a Ren Water heavenly stamp, Tian Yang will be paired with Hua Lu. Whereas for Kui heavenly stamps, Po Jun will be paired with Hua Lu. 用华语说一次呢，就是 着那个乙木呢，如果你的生年是天干是乙木的话，天机在你的命盘永远都是化禄的。如果你是丙火的年份生的呢，就是天干是丙火的呢，或者呢你的命宫的那个天干是丙火呢，天同永远都化禄。丁火的话，它永远化禄；木土的话，贪狼就永远化禄；己土呢，武曲就永远化禄。然后庚金太阳就永远化禄，辛金的话巨门就永远化禄，壬水的话天梁就永远化禄，癸水的话就是破军化禄啊。那说一下了，好像我这样的人每天都跑不同的地方，去不同的酒店租嘛。其实呢，我自己本身呢也会看那个房间，那个酒店的那个房间，然后找一下酒店那个方向是向在哪里，然后找出自己的那个化禄星在命盘的哪一个方位，然后呢，我就会在自己的酒店那边呢放一些可以催旺财富的一些东西了哈。那其中一个很容易用的东西呢，就是用那个催财的符。Alright, for someone like me who travel very often to different places, right? Almost every single day I will stay a different hotel. Some even people like me, right, who stay different hotel every day will also be able to use this method of enhancing wealth in your life. Okay, so basically what you need to do is find out the wealth enhancing direction within your house or even your hotel room, okay, even your hotel room, and then you can place certain talisman or fu at the area. Okay, I believe most of you have already invited my fu or talisman, which is customized according to your date and time of birth. Okay, so this is one thing that I will do. All right, I have such talisman printed out and placed within my wallet. Okay, so for people who are travelers, okay, these are some of the talisman that I have customized for my clients. All right, all of them are customized according to where your 化禄flying star is at. 就是呢，这些全部我为客人所做的这些符嘛，就是呢每个都不一样，有用到那个八字跟紫微斗数的那个宫位的，就是看到你化禄星在哪里呢？那这些咒嘛，都是一些我老师教我的一些咒语哈。因为我老师本身也是一个泰国的师傅他有学习那个泰国的那个经文，还有道教的经文哈，所以呢这些符咒呢都可以帮你 activate 那个化禄的那个能量哈，可以 activate 那个化禄的能量，有些呢甚至可以 activate 其他好像化科化权的能量。化科通常是代表感情生活那化权是代表职业上的那个职场上的那种机会了，好像这一个呢就是帮助感情的，帮助那个夫妻之间那种感情，或者呢是男女之间呢，他们想好像有一些单身的人呢，他们自己想谈恋爱所以呢就会请我就是我就会帮他们呢设计这一些符他们可以呢放在电话，也可以呢打印出来放在钱包 ，alright? So in terms of 紫微斗数风水, what you really need to do is to identify the direction. Okay, for example, I am a real life example, alright? Every day, I will go to a different hotel to stay because I travel throughout Thailand, alright, to visit different masters, to visit different temples. And also, it is my passion to hunt, to treasure hunt, all right, certain religious artifacts that that are very perhaps rare to find. Okay, so these are my interests and passion. Okay, thus I like to travel around Thailand. Okay, so but basically, right, you can also use amulets, okay, to enhance such direction. Perhaps you find a direction of Hua Lu within your house area that is pairing with certain star, auspicious star. For example, pairing with Wu Qu. Wu Qu is one of the best stars to be pairing with Hua Lu, because Wu Qu basically is also a star that is related to wealth. Okay, so if you are able to identify where your star, where your Hua Lu star is, and you're able to place some form of wealth enhancing 风水 objects over there, then it is very easy to boost your wealth energy. OK， 指天干的人呢，他们的那个武曲就是化禄了哈，所以也是要看你们的年份哈。好像打个比喻嘛，现在在看我 live 的那种观众哈，你们的那个只要看一下你们出生的那个年份出生的年份那个天干是什么，那我就可以告诉你们的那个化禄星在哪里了。OK， so for the viewers who are watching my live, you can actually let me know your year of birth, and I will be able to help you identify where your Hua Lu star is flying into. All right, from the birth year point of view， 就是呢从生年化禄的那个观点来看呢，就可以告诉你的那个化禄星在哪里了。如果你自己不会看的话，所以如果你们有兴趣想知道自己的化禄星在哪里呢，你们可以问我的 ，OK。好了，如果呢你们呢也就是呢听到一头墨水的话呢，我说一下了，或者我从打个比喻啦，好像如果你是1980年出生的1980年出生的，就是跟着的跟的天干跟的天干的人嘛，就是你的化禄就在太阳星，你的太阳星就是化禄的所以你要看一下，你打开自己的命盘，你的紫微斗数命盘 ，Aries 除了那个生年化禄了，还要看你的命宫。我们的命宫呢，就叫做英文就叫做 Life Chamber 或者 Self Destiny Domain 了我们的命宫里面呢，你看那个命盘嘛好像这个人的命盘嘛，他是在那个午宫，有没有看到他的命宫有一个甲午在里面甲午，所以我们就要看一下甲年是什么东西化禄了刚才我不是有说过嘛就看着那个甲就是廉贞化禄他的甲命宫的甲嘛，他们命宫是天干甲嘛，对不对？命宫是天干甲，那他廉贞化禄，我们找一下他的廉贞星在哪里？他的廉贞星就在他的事业宫他廉贞星就在他的事业宫那这颗星会化禄的。如果我们呢走去他的大运，看一下他的那个命宫的那个化禄了，从他的命宫看他的那个廉贞星化禄了，所以你就可以看到他廉贞就化禄事业宫。所以这个人呢，第一他自己的事业会赚到大钱This person because is having 甲wood as the heavenly stamps within the self-destiny domain of the life chamber. Therefore, 廉贞 will always be paired with 化禄. And this 廉贞 is at the career domain, and his career domain is somewhere near to the loft direction, because she, alright, or is somewhere there to loft west, okay, somewhere there to loft towards loft west, okay. So this person will basically be able to enhance his wealth by placing the Fu talisman at the northwest corner at his hotel room, alright, or at his house or living or his living area. Okay, basically you just need to frame it up. Okay, for example, this kind of wealth enhancing Fu talisman. Okay. All you need to do is to place it at that area, regardless of which location you are at, okay? And if you want to further enhance the area, you can also place certain amulets that is for wealth, for example, 拍生個仔、拍五百窟或者拍盤就是呢拍盤就是四面神我们很多人都知道。那拍五百窟呢就是水财神因为我说过嘛，禄存就是化禄这颗星呢，化禄这个星是属金的所以金也是生水水也是代表财的，所以呢你也可以放拍五百窟，拍生个仔也是可以，那个肥肥的那个拍生个仔就是那个现榨财的那个佛像也是可以好像这些催财的一些佛牌或者佛像也是可以放在那边 所以呢，紫微斗数风水呢是很有用的，每个人都可以用啊。那只要知道呢你出生的那个年份呢 ，OK，Mr. Raymond 看到你的问题 ，OK，so it depends on the yearly pillar. If my yearly pillar is 人 how to determine the 化禄 ，OK， 所以呢你就就是回去看一下你的壬水那个年份，对不对？好了，刚才有说过嘛，对不对？壬水那个年份是什么东西化禄？壬水嘛，就是天梁化禄天梁化禄在一个基本的一个学习的一个概念上面呢，我们要先了解呢化禄星是跟哪一颗星在哪里。所以 Mr. Raymond 最简单的方法，你可以看一下自己的命盘，你打开自己的紫微斗数命盘先，然后找一下天梁星在哪里然后呢，天梁那个方向呢是在哪一个宫位然后呢再看一下那个宫位它的地支是什么。然后呢，再下一个 step 就是看那个地支的方向是向着你的什么方向，那你就可以找到你的那个 wealth enhancing direction 了当然，如果你要再深一层去学习的话呢，天梁是代表什么？是代表老人家，也是代表观音菩萨，也是代表做一些 charity 的东西，也是代表中医，也是代表呢屋里面的那个梁也是代表屋里面的那个梁所以呢，在这一些家里面的好像风水方面来说嘛你找一些代表天梁星的东西放在那边然后呢也是可以帮你催财的其实是说。可是呢这是比较深入的那个紫微斗数风水，我是需要看你的 floor plan 才能够告诉你怎么样去enhance 你的 area 的或者呢那个化禄的星是怎么样去 activate 它。所以呢to explain in English, alright, at a beginner level, you can actually determine where your wealth enhancing catalyst star, which is called 化禄, is by looking at your year of birth, especially by looking at Okay, so the internet connection has some problems. Okay, so let me repeat. For the simplest method to find out where your wealth direction is within your residence or your house or your office, just look at your year of birth. For example, Mr. Raymond is born in the year of a particular year, having Ren as the heavenly stamp. And for Ren heavenly stamp, Okay, so the internet connection have some problems. Okay, 天梁 is a star that will be paired to 化禄 in the regardless which year you are entering into. Okay, it is forever. It's a permanent direction or area that is where your 化禄 star is. However, we can also look at the destiny trend flying star of the 化禄. The 化禄 also to further precisely enhance the 化禄 star. Okay, and that will depend on where your self-destiny domain or your life channel heavenly stamp is at, and to subsequently determine where the other. Okay, is having some hip hops. Okay, so I will not be able to sustain this live session for too long. So just want to tell you all that in the year 2023, the Fortune star is being paired to 化禄. So you may also locate where the Fortune star is within your birth chart, your 紫微斗数 birth chart, and to find out the direction related to your 紫微斗数 birth chart. Okay, and lastly, let us be reminded once again that for people who are born in Singapore and Malaysia would need to have your birth time adjusted before plotting your 紫微斗数 birth chart, because 紫微斗数 birth chart is always relying on what exactly is your date and time of birth, okay, for an accurate plotting of chart. And for people who are born in Singapore and Malaysia, the official time in Singapore and Malaysia is different from the real solar time. So to plot your 紫微斗数 chart, you will need to find a practitioner who will know how to precisely determine your minutes of birth, all right, and to adjust your minutes of birth to the real solar time. Okay, so because my internet connection is really bad, so I may be cut off anytime. Any questions from any viewers for today's quick and dirty guide, all right? Quick and dirty guide to identify where is your Hua Lu star and how to activate it for the year 2023. Any questions from any viewers? And once again, wishing all of you a happy New Year 2023. Although it's not yet the Lunar New Year, all right. Basically, right, it is actually still the same year of the Ren Yin. We are still under the Tiger year, all right. The influence of the celestial movements is still within the year of Ren Yin. It is after the Lunar Chinese New Year that you will enter into the year of the Kui Mao. Okay, so let's not be mistaken, but for for festive for festive sake, okay, to celebrate this new year, for the sake of celebrating this new year, okay, let's enjoy this holiday, and once again wishing all of you a happy new year also. All right, any questions from any viewers? So lastly, before I end today's sharing, if you are not sure where exactly is your Hua Lu star within your Zi Wei Dou Shu birth chart, you may contact me in private, and I do provide feng shui services to help you to analyze where exactly is your Hua Lu star within your Zi Wei Dou Shu birth chart. Of course, Hua Lu is just one of the many stars that will carry with it the wealth enhancing energies. Other wealth enhancing stars can namely can be classified or can be considered as the Wu Qu star and Zi Wei star. Zi Wei star is a star that will overcome all kinds of negative energy. So in a way, it is still a positive star for enhancing wealth. And Wu Qu star is a star that is of metal energy, and it is definitely a wealth enhancing star. Let me take a look at Mr. Raymond's question. So rapid will only come in later. Li Chun, yes, definitely. Okay, it is after the Li Chun, then the early branch of the year pillar will change. 就是呢，过了立春呢，那个年份的地支才会改变啊。所以现在还是壬寅年，现在还是老虎年的。你们要等到立春之后才进入那个兔子年哈，所以呢，我们不要 confuse 以为现在已经是过年了，还没有哈，一定要等过了那个农历年那个立春呢，才是真正的进入哈那个我们所说的兔子年，就是癸卯年了。那还有其他的星星，好像太阴也是一颗财星来的。其他的财星就是好像有时候呢，它能配上零星会突然间发财。那所以呢，每颗星跟每颗星在一起呢，有一个 chemical reaction 的，他们就会给你不同的一个能量了哈。所以你们如果呢想更加了解怎么样用紫微风水这一派风水的学问呢，来解决生活上的问题呢，就可以 privately message 我。好像怎么样用到紫微风水来化掉那个化忌的能量哈。有一个客人他化忌，然后呢命盘化忌呢，夫妻宫化忌，他的太太就生癌症死去了哈。所以呢，我们如果看到化忌在我们的紫微斗数宫，能够用什么方法来解决呢？那这些我会在以后的 video 再告诉你们。今天在这个 video 啦 New Year 的这个 video 先告诉你们怎么样用化禄这颗星。其实化禄这颗星也是代表身体健康的。如果呢你能够 activate 这个化禄的这颗星嘛，用紫微风水来 activate 这个化禄这颗星呢，你的身体健康也会变得很好。因为它这个四化飞星呢是九宫飞星里面一派也是跟九宫飞星里面的那个 knowledge 是有相关的哈。好像你读到那个九宫飞星嘛，对不对？九宫飞星里面就有那些也是一样有他南星紫微貪巨六文年冇破他南然後呢紫微他南巨門巨貪巨六綠蠢文昌廉贞武曲破軍跟那個九宮飛星跟紫微斗數呢其實是有關聯的，他們就好像一個親戚這樣，好像一個 cousin 這樣所以呢，你只懂得九宮飛星是如果你懂得紫微斗數了，加那個九宮飛星在一起的話呢，那個就是很好的風水了。我自己也有用坦白說我自己 自己呢，我每天呢都不在家嘛，我去不同的酒店嘛，可是呢也是会用到这个紫微风水。紫微风水很好啊，因为它是看你为什么呢？看你的命盘来摆设那个布局。为什么你住的那个 HDB 嘛，你住这个楼上跟楼下，或者你上面的邻居，你们每个那个家的那个飞行都一样啊，可是为什么你们那个 family income 就不一样？因为他们就是没有 take into consideration 那个紫微风水啊。你们了解我说什么吗？ Why is it that the house formation, the house floor plan, and the house facing is all the same for people who stay in the HDB flats or condominium? But the labels above your flat and the labels below your flat is all earning different forms of salary and income. Pause and think about this. Why is that so? If the house facing is the same and the house floor plans is the same, then the house feng shui is basically the same. But it is not the same as according to 紫微风水. Because 紫微风水 will always take into the account of the wealth enhancing stars within your birth chart, such as where are the Hua Lu. Alright, even taking into consideration of the rest of the flying stars, such as where is Hua Quan, which is the authority enhancing catalyst, where is Hua Ke, which is the fame and relationship enhancing catalyst, and where is Hua Ji, which is the problem or negativity enhancing catalyst. That's the reason even if you are having a house that's facing the same direction, right, and also having the same floor plan, you and your label, the labels above your flats and below your flats will not enjoy the same form of income. So those feng shui practitioners, right, who basically just look at your house, play this here, place this there, you move this, move here, change your door and stuff like that, without taking into account your birth chart, your 紫微斗数 birth chart, basically it's not giving you a holistic analysis. Alright, just because they are carrying that 罗盘 and able to take some photos, if the 罗盘 doesn't mean that they will know how to read your 紫微斗数 chart. Okay, so 紫微斗数风水 is a form of secret knowledge that is not known to many people. Because to study 八字 alone is already very difficult. If you are able to advance onward and know 紫微斗数 inside out, then you'll be able to pair 紫微斗数 with 风水 to give you a very comprehensive analysis for your 风水. Okay? For example, in terms of 九宫飞星，100桃花星是属水的哈，也是一个桃花的星，在紫微斗数也一样是桃花的星啊。好，我们懂得紫微斗数的人也懂得紫微斗数里面桃花星第一大的桃花星就是它男星的哈。那说一下正财星，好像正财星800左辅星，左辅星是算一个财星啊，在紫微斗数也是一样啊。左辅是一个帮助皇帝赚钱的一颗星，或者帮他理财的一颗星。还有呢我们的那个虎黄廉贞大并会我们虎黄廉贞在九宫飞星里面是一个大并会可是在紫微斗数里面也是一样啊，很多如果呢你看到紫微斗数你的命盘里面嘛，紫微斗数命盘里面廉贞星飞入你的病儿宫然后呢还要配上一些红鸾的星啊或者化忌的星呢，你很大机会会生癌症或者生一些关于龙血的病。 Alright, so in terms of the 9 flying stars and the 紫微斗数, basically they are referring to the same thing. For example, the 廉贞5 yellow star, which is basically referring to illness, if you are able to find it in your health domain pairing with stars such as 化忌, the negativity enhancer star, or things such as 化红鸾, then you'll be having problems with your blood usually, or even have cancer, or have some form of septic shock, for instance. Alright, and for another star such as 紫微九紫右比星, okay, the 右比星 is also another positive star within the 9 flying star schools of feng shui, and within 紫微斗数 is exactly the same. 右比 is the star that assists the emperor, the 紫微 star, and having this 右比, right, being able to locate where 右比 is within your birth chart and to enhance it perhaps with the full talisman or with other feng shui items, will all be auspicious to in terms of enhancing your wealth. Alright? For example, 巨门在紫微斗数里面呢，也是一颗凶星 right? In terms of the 紫微斗数, the 巨门 star is also an negative star. And in terms of the 9 flying star feng shui is likewise a negative star because it represents a lot of problems with gossiping, with disputes, with interpersonal relationship, etc. So, what I'm trying to say is that by looking at your 9 flying stars chart for the year 2023 or for your permanent place of residence or your place of work will not be sufficient. Because, as I've explained earlier on, the labels above you and the labels below you are all having the same house floor plan or the office floor plan and having the same door direction facing. But all of you are having different forms of income because they never take into consideration of your 紫微斗数 birth chart to see where are the positive stars for wealth, where are the positive stars for relationships, where are the positive stars for authority and career opportunities, and to activate them accordingly. And also to find out where is your Hua Ji star. Some people actually sleep in their Hua Ji position. Hua Ji is a negativity enhancer star or the problem causing star. So if you are having your bed being placed at the Hua Ji position, it will also bring about sickness and problems within your life. Okay, some of our family members suddenly pass away after they change their bed position, or so happen that within that particular year, the Hua Ji star is falling into the area where their bed is situated. That's why they suddenly pass away. Okay. So, in short, okay, basically, you will still need to analyze your 紫微斗数 birth chart in order to formulate a proper arrangement in terms of 风水 modification, okay? 所以呢，到最后呢，就是说呢，要看风水的时候呢，如果你真的要准确，你真的要有效，你就必须要跟你的紫微斗数命盘一起来看，因为每个紫微斗数命盘都有化禄、化权、化科、化忌，那些好的飞星呢会带来好的影响，不好的飞星会带来不好的影响。好像有一年有一个客人，他的妈妈刚刚好呢，那一年呢，他睡觉的那个位置呢，就是化忌星飞到的那个方向了。他妈妈睡在那边，他那一年他妈妈就去世了。又有另外一个客人，他的 office 呢，他的 office 的那个就是那个放钱的地方了就是可能他理财呀或者存钱的地方，刚刚好那一年他找到自己化禄的那个方向在哪里，然后呢他也把自己那个钱箱呢放在那个化禄的地方了。那个客人呢那一年就赚到很大很大的钱就是很简单的。可是真的，如果你需要深入去了解呢，要看你的紫微斗数命盘，也要看你的 floor plan 一起来看，然后呢，也需要找到一些对的一种风水物来帮你 activate 那个化禄的那个 energy. Alright, you need to find the right and auspicious items in order to activate your wealth energy. Alright, in terms of 风水，风水我们永远都讲3件事情，第一就是环境风水，第二就是个人风水。第三就是心理风水。In terms of 风水 there are always 3 things that we will need to take into consideration. The first thing is environmental 风水. Second thing is personal 风水. And the third thing is psychological 风水. What I meant by that is that in terms of environmental 风水, we will analyze what is at the exterior of your house and also the interior of your house. That's your environmental factors. The environmental factors that are affecting you and your luck, and the luck of your family members, obviously. Okay. Secondly, is your personal 风水. Okay. Personal 风水 is what I refer to like what color you choose for your company logo, for your company team color, even for your car, for your the clothing that you usually wear, your office wear, for example. Or even what kinds of amulets that you are wearing, what kinds of pendants that you wear. what kind of jewelries you wear. Okay, all this comes into personal feng shui and will also bring about influences to your life. Okay, because we are always moving about. For example, people like me who is always traveling to one place to another, the feng shui will always be changing. Therefore, you will need to find something that is positive for your personal feng shui to wear in order to enhance your luck or to enhance positive developments in your life, and also to protect you against the external negative feng shui. Okay, for people like me, whenever I enter into a new hotel room, I will check what's the facing of the room, where is the wealth enhancing corner or direction, where is the problem enhancing or the problem causing or the negativity enhancing direction. 就是那化忌的能量在哪里了啊？有时候说英文就是一大堆，然后说到舌头都打结，然后呢我会找化禄、化权、化克、化忌，全部都会找出来，然后就在那些地方做手脚咯，然后就可以趋吉避凶了，就是那么简单哈。好了，今天呢大概就说到这里了哈，所以呢大家有没有什么问题 ？Any problems from any viewers? Because I know that today's my sharing is a little bit in depth, okay? Because I don't want you all the time sharing with you that kind of superficial knowledge of feng shui that will not help you actually, all right? If you really want to be serious about changing your life, you will really need to analyze a lot of things, including your birth chart, including your house floor plan, including your even sometimes your appearance. For example, if you have scars, alright, at your 就是呢，好像额头啊，有没有 scars 啊，或者有没有好像这种有没有黑云盖顶啊？有时候也是要看你的脸相有很多东西要看。可是呢，八字跟紫微斗数呢，这个你跑不掉的，就算不看你的相不看你的脸相，因为现在脸相嘛，每个人拍那个 digital photo 呢。那个 procession 就是那个怎么那个秀了，美颜秀，对不对？都把我们的脸改变了所以呢，对，今天 Raymond 呢，今天跟你们讲的东西呢是比较深的is a lot of information to take in, but it is necessary. Just like when you go for an operation. You have a tumor, you go for an operation. Of course, the doctor will check through your entire body, will check through your blood pressure, check through your medical history, check through your, your weight, and perhaps even your the sugar level. A lot of things to take a look, right? That's the only way to really change your life. Okay, so a lot of so-called professional feng shui practitioners every year, the first thing of the year they do is to give you a 12 animal zodiac forecast. If you are a horse, then this year is good. If you are a rooster, this year is no good. All right, all these are not accurate and will not be helpful, and will only be a waste of time for me to teach you such things, because okay, as I mentioned many times already, it is impossible for the entire world to only the entire world population to be only divided into 12 types. All right, it is impossible and it is illogical. All right, it is nonsensical. All right, so I will not touch on that, but I will teach you professional level knowledge so that all of you will be able to at least have a background knowledge of what is real feng shui and what is feng shui just for the sake of selling you feng shui items. Okay, CH Star, long time no see, and Happy New Year also. Hopefully you are doing well. Okay, I didn't really see you in the last few live session. I received a WhatsApp message from number ending 689. Okay, so you are asking you are born in the year 1968. Okay, so let me take a look at the year 1968 and determine for you when is your wealth star. All right, so 1968 is the year of the Wu Shen, which is a monkey year, but is having a Wu Earth at the heavenly stems. So as I have mentioned, for a Wu Earth destiny or for a Wu Earth heavenly stem, what exactly is the Tian Yu is the Hua Lu star? For a Wu Earth, 当然 is your is pairing with your 化禄 star， 就是呢那位客人刚刚 WhatsApp 我的客人呢，他是1968年出生的，那1968年是戊申年，戊申年是午土天干的年，午土天干的年呢就是贪狼化禄。所以呢，你打开自己的那个紫微斗数命盘了哈，所有我的客人呢都会有自己的那个准确的紫微斗数命盘。那你找一下你的贪婪星在哪里，你的化禄星也会在那个方向。那你找那个方向就是看你的贪婪星那个宫位那个地支是什么地支哈。所以我就说过了，好像北方就是子啊这些这些地支啊，午啊就是南方的地支，卯就是东方的地支，就是酉就是西方的这个地支啦，好，所以你可以 accordingly check out where exactly is the location of your 化禄 star， alright， 就是那么简单。好的，再看一下 WhatsApp 有没有其他的人 message 我。刚刚说到号码916的那个240块那个看那个 entire life forecast 的那个服务费，谢谢你的那个支持。然后呢，我会尽快把那个命理报告呢尽快把它写好了，然后送给你，谢谢你的支持。好的，那其他的观众如果有什么问题可以发问。周一说你好吗？好久没见Hi 师傅 may the seedlings from last year blossom into beautiful fruits this year 2023. Thank you very much, Joiso. Likewise, wishing you and your loved ones happiness, prosperity, good health, and peace in the year 2023. Okay, any last questions from any viewers? Would definitely love to help my viewers to to clear their doubts or any confusions before I end today's live session. So I will stay here for another 3 minutes before I call it a day. 所以大家都 OK 吗？就是在新加坡过那个新年。昨天新加坡那个烟花很美啊，对不对？ The firework was very nice in Singapore Marina Bay, but I heard it was very crowded, alright? But I saw some of the videos and photos posted by my followers and my friends. Very beautiful fireworks and even drones, display, they have this different kind of designs in the sky. Very beautiful. End of the year celebration in Singapore. I didn't dare to go out in Bangkok, alright, because everywhere was having heavy traffic jam, and it was also impossible to park a car, alright, because everyone is out yesterday night. So I be a very good boy and stay inside my hotel room and eat some instant noodles from 7-Eleven, alright, to celebrate my new year, okay? I live a very simple life, but I'm happy, okay? So I wish you all a happy new year 2023. Also remember that sometimes living a happy life, being able to live a life that is simple, is actually the quickest way to achieve happiness. And ultimately, having good health is more important to any other thing in life, okay? Especially in the 2023, alright? The COVID-19 has a high tendency to come back, right? So be careful and do wear a mask everywhere you go, okay? Remember that health is the ultimate wealth, alright? But still wishing you, alright, GSD is having a new high in Singapore, right? Starting from the 1st of January, okay? 今天开始 GSD 又增长了，对不对？在新加坡，所以呢没有办法，在新加坡呢，真的没有办法，因为那个环境在强迫你去赚钱，在强迫你再去赚钱 ，alright? The economic environment in Singapore is such that it is always forcing you to to make more money, alright? Because money is not enough in Singapore, alright? So, hopefully my sharing today is helpful for all of you. And thank you very much, Aries. Also, for everything, thank you very much, Aries. And for Miss Makas, also always joining me for the last year. Almost every live session, Miss Makas has been here. and Joey So also Mr. Raymond. Thank you all for following my life for the past year. Mr. Raymond and Mr. Puma. Also, Mr. Puma has always been a joy, sharing my knowledge with all of you, and Mr. Joey So also. Okay, so for the rest of the viewers, because you didn't input any comments, I will likewise, right, wish all of you a happy new year and really love your presence with me, okay, throughout my past year life sharing. All right, thank you all. Has been a great joy and happiness knowing all of you. So once last time, wishing all of you a happy new year 2023. Right, have a great one. Okay, and all the best and good luck. All right, see you all in the next live video. Bye bye.